Hi there guys, I hope you are having a good day. Put the kettle on and let's talk some boxing. Now Eddie Hearn has declared that they are looking to lock in a fight deal for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury this week, and he has previously stated that meetings in various nations are to come over the coming days. So that is what he seems to be sorting out this week, getting that deal in place to ensure AJ versus Fury, because obviously after their contract was signed, they only had about 28 days to ensure the site and the date for this contest before it goes away. So that is interesting. Also, what he had to say about the possibility of it taking place at Wembley, he said that there is a possibility that that could happen. This is what he had to say. If it's 100,000 at Wembley, Anthony Joshua is signed and in for this Tyson Fury fight. We have to do our job, go around the world, present all the offers. But AJ told me categorically, if it's in Wembley and it's full, I'm in. So there we go, that is what Eddie Hearn has explained about this Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight. There is a possibility it could take place at Wembley. There is of course the possibility it goes abroad as well. The abroad option seems the most likely, and I think Eddie Hearn put on his Instagram story he had a flight, so he is clearly travelling now to get this site deal done. So he is travelling around to different territories, which is very positive because we heard some negative stuff from John Fury, we heard it previously from Tyson Fury, but after Tyson Fury explained that he does not believe the fight will happen next, we got the information that a contract had been signed. So maybe now that John Fury has explained he doesn't believe the fight will happen because of the date and venue, maybe they get that sorted this week and we have some good news at the end of the week. Now, considering Eddie Hearn is flying off to different places and not staying and having conversations in the UK, that does mean they are clearly broadening their options when it comes to staging this fight. And we expected that anyway. I don't think anyone really expected the fight to take place in the UK. If it were to go somewhere else, then that's fine, because we just want to see the fight actually happen, and wherever it takes place, then we're going to watch it anyway. I think that doing it in America is a little bit of a touchy subject, because they would want it primetime US, not primetime UK, and that's not going to be great. It's two Brits for Undisputed, so it should be primetime UK, and I don't see them getting that if they do it in America. Might do, but they would have to ensure that. I don't really see how they can do it any other way. So there is Saudi, there is Dubai, there is Asia as well. There is still the possibility of doing it in the UK. I mean, a very slim possibility, but Eddie Hearn previously explained in one of his interviews that the fight could be in the UK, and the fact that the Middle East and other territories would rather take the fight later in the year, not necessarily in June or July. So in light of that, does that not mean that Wembley jumps a little bit higher on the scale, although Wembley is still at the bottom, I would imagine, because they can get so much money by taking it to other places. But considering we are not past this situation with the pandemic just yet, there are going to be few countries that want to put up the money to ensure a fight like this, because the tourism side is not going to be there until probably even next year. I guess they believe it would be more plausible later in the year, but then who knows? Who knows with the world we are currently living in? You have to take things as they come, and even with Undisputed, if they say they're going to wait till next year and put it off so that fans can travel from the UK to wherever they may stage it, I mean, that's not guaranteed. So that is why they are moving forwards with it, because they don't know what is just around the corner. So if there is the chance to make the fight, which they have been afforded by the WBO, by Deontay Wilder's situation with Tyson Fury, and mandatories as well, not being called by the WBC and WBA, then they have an opportunity to stage the fight now. If they do not, it is only going to become more and more difficult as time goes on. So now is the time to make the Undisputed fight. That is why it is important that they get it over the line for June or July, then the second fight in perhaps November, December. So what are the possibilities that this fight could take place at Wembley? I believe the possibilities are quite low. It does depend on how the conversations go. Wherever Eddie Hearn is travelling to, he will be going to many different places this coming week. So it just depends on how those conversations go and what kind of money they are willing to put forwards, because he will go with the highest bidder. You can guarantee that. He wants to get the best for his fighters, and he just wants the most money from this contest. I mean, it's a mega event, so they're going to milk it for all it's worth. And if the money is not in the UK, they're not going to stage it in the UK. there could be a possibility because of what Eddie Hearn explained about those territories wanting to take it later in the year, and that's all well and good, but I don't see it taking place in the UK. I see it going to Saudi. I have said that from the beginning, and I'm going to stick with it. I believe that is where the fight will end up. The UK having 100,000 fans at Wembley could happen in June or July. I mean, things are supposed to open up on the 21st of June and look a little bit more normal. I mean, things are starting to open up now in the UK, which is great. It's so great being able to actually go out and see some other people. I mean, obviously with restrictions and outside or whatever it is now. But anyway, that is so great to be able to do that. And things hopefully will start to get better as time goes on. And as I said, by the 21st of June, things will look a little bit more normal. At least that is what the government are hoping. So staging an event like this just a month after that, is that going to be possible? I would say, given what we have learned over the past year, that doesn't seem likely. I believe fans will be back this year. I'm just not entirely sure that they will have 100,000 fans in one place just a month after opening things up. With that being said, let's talk about Fight Camp, because apparently that is coming back this year and perhaps fans could attend. I mean, not a lot because it is in a back garden, so it would be a select few of fans, but still, that is cool because I really enjoyed Fight Camp last time around and I think it was a brilliant idea and there were some great fights. Apparently the big heavyweight matchup could be Nick Webb versus Alan Babbage. I do believe there was like a run-in at the last event, Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin too. I do believe they met up, or Alan Babbage went backstage to see him or something like that. So there is something brewing behind the scenes for that fight. That's an interesting fight, a fight I would like to see. I like Alan Babbage, but he is ragged and he's entertaining. Not the best of boxer based off of what we have seen. Maybe he's hiding some kind of slick boxing skills under this kind of bulldog kind of style, but still, he's very entertaining, gives value for money, and he comes to fight. It will be interesting to see how he adjusts going through the levels. His style is an eye-catching one because it's completely unconventional but very entertaining. So in there with Nick Webb will bring different things from him. I don't think Nick Webb is a world beater. I don't think he's the best fighter that Alan Babbage will face. But still, he is a step up and he will bring different things from Alan Babbage. So it will be interesting to see how that matchup ended up turning out. And it would be great for Alan Babbage to maybe headline his own show. Maybe they could kick off a Fight Camp with that, or maybe they're looking to end Fight Camp with that, just like they did Dillian Whyte versus Povetkin. Who knows? I mean, having fans there, who knows what they might do. And I would be excited to see Fight Camp come back in the summer. Maybe they could get some young fighters on the undercard and do maybe some kind of next-gen show, because they haven't done that in an extremely long time, because of what has been going on. So a next-gen at Fight Camp would be brilliant. Guys, anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Pick your favourite subject and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also leave a like and grab that subscribe button. Thanks guys.